Prova, prova.
Dei capelli.
Ok, allora incominciamo a registrare da qui e non sarà questa la nostra il nostro ultimo incontro, perché dobbiamo recuperare la lezione di lunedì scorso, per cui per chi c'è la faremo anche il 4. Ora magari decidiamo un orario che sia fattibile per tutti, magari anche in tarda mattinata, o teniamo questo e basta. E poi decidiamo, per cui non sarà questo. Poi vi volevo dire che dal giorno successivo, per cui dal 5, leviamo tutte le suonerie che ormai chi mi doveva dire mi ha detto. Ah, ecco, non ce la
non
fa.
ce la fa.
No, infatti. Beh, immaginavo, perché ha detto che era proprio, si sentiva proprio giù.
Sì,
Ma anch'io quando l'ho avuto c'era qualcuno online con me, ho messo un film perché non ce la facevo a fare lezione, ma per cui proprio...
Sei fracica, prof.
Beh, fracichissima. Per cui io dal 5 in poi parte questo corso sempre online di conversazione. Sono 8 incontri, 16 ore. Ogni incontro facciamo 2 ore, che però saranno 2 ore. Perché facciamo 2 ore? Perché sono 2 ore un po' leggere, non c'è tanto studio, non c'è grammatica, ci sono tanti ascolti, ci sono visioni e c'è tanta chiacchiera, è proprio conversazione, per cui siete voi che siete i protagonisti e dovete parlare. E per questo sono 2 ore. Il costo per voi è di 80 euro, perché non ci sono ovviamente spese di iscrizione, perché voi siete già belli che iscritti, e che viene praticamente 5 euro l'ora. Però siccome essendo un corso estivo, io lo faccio sempre per voi e li metto online. Questo chiaramente lo metterò online ma privato, perché non sarà accessibile a tutti quanti, e sarà accessibile le registrazioni solo a chi è iscritto al corso, per cui tanto per anche se uno dovesse perderne uno, ha la possibilità di rivederlo. È vero che essendo un corso di conversazione ti manca poi la pratica nel non farlo, però è anche vero che io do tante strutture, soprattutto nella seconda parte del corso. Di solito vado ad approfondire un argomento con tantissimi vocaboli, per cui facciamo un po' di vari esercizi. Alcuni voi la modalità già la conoscete, però faremo questi esercizi di vocaboli, mentre nella prima parte invece trattiamo un argomento di solito di attualità. Io vorrei parlare della regina, vediamo se ci riesco quest'anno, dato che è il suo giubileo. Allora, adesso facciamo un pochino una revisione.
Scusa, puoi dire in quali giorni farai questa cosa?
Ah sì, scusa, è vero, non l'ho detto. Il martedì e il giovedì dalle 18 alle 20.
Pausa di sospensione.
No, pausa, basta.
Pausa effetto. Pausa
Perché ho detto, è giusto, è giusto. It's right, it's right. Ok, allora adesso andiamo a fare questa piccola revisione in cui non abbiamo visto tutte le strutture, perché questo, vedete, sono la revisione dell'unità 9-10 che non abbiamo fatto completamente, ma che ci dà proprio la misura di dove siamo arrivati e cosa dobbiamo andare, non tanto dalla prossima lezione, ma quanto dalla prossima stagione, a rivedere. Ok, allora iniziamo abbiamo il solito, iniziamo con la grammatica, con la triple choice, multiple choice, A, B o C to put in the blank. Ok, Anna, let's do first one.
If I am a snake, I'd be terrified. Questo qua aspetta. If I Questo è quello normale. aspetta.
It's a kind
If-
of conditional.
The first, I
Plus
think.
A. No.
A.
it's B.
Perfetto.
So.
If I saw a snake, because you got I would be terrified.
Yes.
It's not the first one is present simple and present simple,
Okay.
or present simple and future simple. Okay.
If I
Okay.
say,
Second one, you got would be or would plus the verb. Okay.
Ok.
Okay. Carlo, number 2.
What if a large dog attacked you? What would you do? See?
C. Yes, is C. That is completely the same as the first one, but put on the other way around. So here you have if plus the past simple and would be, and here you have would plus the verb and
yes.
past simple on the other way. Okay, it's always the same form. Gabri, if you feel like, number 3.
È scollegata come voce.
Prof?
Oh, yes, yeah, you are silent, darling. Yes, now
Ok.
you are with us.
Allora, I won't buy the bike if I were you. Sì,
So you put a future.
sì.
Do you
A.
think, I see.
A.
It is A, because I clearly remember that you missed this lesson, Gabri. You weren't in for this lesson. That is the second conditional.
Ah, ok.
So, yeah, that you form with the past simple and would plus the tense, plus the verb, I meant. So I wouldn't buy, because it's actually, the second conditional is very similar to the one that we express in Italian, because in Italian we say the same. Io non comprerei quella bicicletta se fossi in te.
Mhm.
Esattamente, and we, io non comprerei, that would is just the easiest way to form the conditional. So you got the conditional would buy, I would buy, io comprerei, I wouldn't buy, io non comprerei. Okay. Mala, number 4, what do you put?
Maila, non ti sentiamo.
Mi sentite?
Adesso sì.
Now,
Adesso
yes.
sì.
Sì, faccio dei tentativi casuali. No, dicevo, the first one, maybe. I live in this house since I was 12.
Anybody else?
I think sì. I have lived.
Why? Sì, Anna.
Because it's a present perfect, because there is a since.
There is since, so we do use a present perfect, because this means that I started living in this house that time since I was 12, but I still live here because I say in this house. So that means that I still live here. So it's an action started in the past that is continuing up to now, up to today. Okay, so I have lived with since. Okay. Number 5, Anna, again.
We haven't seen my uncle for a long time.
For a long time, that is
Sì.
always, yes, the present perfect, but we got a long time. So we don't have the moment when the action started, but we have the period and we use for. Good. Carlos, 6.
You had this car. See, how long time have you had this car?
Now, this is a typical English matter that
Io direi how long.
usually, yeah, just how long, because in English, how long means how long time.
I see.
So English people do not say how long time, but just how long. In fact, if you have to say the length of a thing, you have to say something more. How long is this pencil? This, I mean the length. But usually when I say how long, and that's it, without expressing any other detail, means time. So how long? This is, just a little detail. This is not about grammar, but it's about vocabulary, actually. More about vocabulary or expressions. And Gabri, 7.
Allora, I married for 25, I got divorced in 2010. Ok.
Okay.
I was married. No, 4.
Yeah.
I have been married. Che in maniera continuativa, cioè per 15 anni in maniera continuativa
No,
sono
it's
stata
I
sposata.
was, because you are not
Was.
anymore.
Mm.
Even if you got 4, I know that is puzzling. This is quite puzzling. But if they put, I got divorced in 2010, means that now you're not. So the action was started in the past, but finished also in the past. So it's not continuing. There's nothing in the present. Remember that this tense is called present perfect. That means it has to be something that is connected to the present. In this sentence, we do not have anything at all connected to the present. It's a divorce, so it's done. Okay. But I can understand your why you are why you're troubled. Okay. 8.
When I don't know, when did Queen Victoria die?
When did Queen Victoria died? Everything as connected with dying. If we are talking about a person that is not living anymore, we have always to use the past simple. Okay, you can just think of this very, very easy explanation that a very good teacher gave to me when I was an early student, that is say present perfect, no, starting with past tense, action is finished, time is finished, past tense. One of the two is not finished yet, or the time or the action is present perfect. That's it. These two ideas, I know it's a general idea, and sometimes there are some construction of building of sentences that are telling you the opposite, more or less, or they give you an alternative. But actually, with this choice, you can just do it better. Okay, Anna.
The dishwasher was invented in 1886.
Okay, good. Was invented. So this is what is related, what we did last lesson, that was about the passive form. Okay, that we were just a few of us. I think we had just 2 of us. That was Anna and probably Anna.
Carlo?
No, Carlo wasn't last time.
Oh,
So this is actually the passive form. That is very easy. The passive form is when we put the attention on something different from the subject. For example, here, the dishwasher was invented in 1886. That means that the person and who did the action, so the subject of the action, are not even mentioned here because it's not important. The important thing is that when
the dishwasher.
it was invented. Yes, the dishwashers. So we put whatever verb we need, in this case, fu inventato, so we need the past simple, and we put was because it's referred to the third person, dishwashers, and then always the past participle. Okay, so it's quite deductive. 10 was Carlo. Yes,
The first book in the series was written 10 years ago.
Exactly. So was written 10 years ago. That is was written. 11, Gabri.
The Mona Lisa was painted by Leonardo da Vinci.
Yes, this is related of about preposition, painted by, like made by. Okay. 12, Mala.
When I was a child, I used to have very long hair.
So is
Used to, the second one.
the second one, used to. Yes, it is.
Jack, like sport, when he was at school,
Similar, but
did
negative.
see, didn't used to.
Didn't
like
used
sport,
to
to
see. Perfect. Carlo.
I might Sophie a ring for her birthday. I might buy Sophie.
Yes,
a-
correct.
yeah.
Yes, actually might is following the same rules as can. So nothing, you have just to put the verb as it is, so without anything, without any other connection, preposition or so. I might buy. And 15, Gabri.
Sue not might come tonight.
That is B.
Sì.
In this case is not, because we put my not.
Sì?
Yes.
Mi suona male però. Sì.
No, it's
Might
a
not.
particular,
Might
might not come. Might not
Might
come.
not.
Potrebbe non venire. Because the negation is linked to venire.
Okay.
We say the same in Italian. Potrebbe non venire.
Mhm.
That is different. Non potrebbe venire. We say, no, we use
Cambia
Yeah.
il significato
Cambia un po' il significato.
in italiano.
In English too. In English we don't say. If I say in Italian non potrebbe venire, we say she couldn't come.
Ok.
Okay, that means that it's most probable that she will not come, because I know she's gone. But if I say Sue
Potrebbe.
might not come, maybe yes, maybe not, 50-50. Okay, it's different. Might is less strong than couldn't or cannot. Ok.
Ok, quindi scusami, la negazione su might è sempre dopo?
Allora, su might sì,
Ok.
Perché se io devo dire io non posso e uso la negazione normale, devo usare can e
Can't.
could.
Ok, ok. Quindi su
Ok.
might è sempre...
Quando
Ok.
uso might devo metterla così.
Dopo,
esattamente.
ok.
Brava. Ok. Very good. Let's get a bit of vocabulary. Cercando di trasformare questi verbi in sostantivi. Lo metto qui così lo vedete anche come va lo spelling. Elect. Anna.
Elect, election.
Election. Yes.
Lector.
Elector anche.
No, because elector is, we do not intend the noun. It is a noun actually, but it's the person who does the action. In this case, probably they just mean the noun, the simple noun. Per cui eleggere, elezione. Elettore, hai ragione tu, è un
Potrebbe
sostantivo
essere.
comunque, però di solito quando si intendono le persone che compiono le azioni, pur essendo grammaticalmente un sostantivo, non li includono in questo tipo di esercizi. Però è giusto perché anche elector is a noun. Ok, Carlo, to decide.
Decision.
Decision. Yes, decision. Gabri, choose.
Choose. Boh, I don't know.
Qualcuno si ricorda? Anybody?
Choice.
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 Ah, ok.
Choice. When I say multiple choice, choice. Mila, organize.
Organize. Organization.
Organization. And as Carlo was suggesting, organizer. Yes, even the organizer. But the organizer, I repeat, is always referred to a person, so not to the thing. Usually when they say nouns, they are more referred to the thing, but it's not clear enough here, I would say. Anna, die.
Come si dice morte?
Death.
Death.
Yes, death. Carlo, succeed.
I don't know.
Successful.
No.
No, this is an adverb.
Assassination.
Oh, easier. It's easier.
Success.
Success.
Success. Yes, very good. Just give you time to think. Success.
Giusto.
Success. It's like here you got an X. Success.
Success.
Yeah, because otherwise you cannot pronounce with so many S. Success. So you say success, like succeed. Okay, Gabri, imagine.
Imagine, imagination.
Imagination, very good. Yeah, super. And then odd one out. Haha, this is fun. Sometimes it's really surprising. Okay, Anna. Butterfly, good fly, mosquito.
Fly.
Please tell me why.
I don't know the means of goat.
Che era una capra, una pecora,
Capra.
qualcosa dell'animale. A quattro zampe.
Allora goat.
Because?
Because it's not a fly.
Not even a mosquito
Don't
is a
fly.
fly.
Don't fly.
Because it doesn't fly. I would
Doesn't
say
fly, the
because
goat.
it's not an insect.
An insect.
And
yes.
because it doesn't fly, that's fine. I mean, it's okay, yeah.
E cos'è
Yeah,
la
that's
capra?
good. Yes.
Ok.
Have you ever seen a flying goat? No? No?
No, ancora no.
Not yet. No. Okay, Carlo.
Big sheep, a cow, a lion. Sono tutti animali questi.
Yes, they are.
The difference is lion,
Lion,
because it's
why?
not it's not it's a wild animal.
It's a wild animal. It's not a farm animal. Yeah.
Mm.
The other are farm animals. Yeah,
Okay.
farm animals, and one wild. It's wild, yes. And Gabri.
Spider, shark, jellyfish, whale. Spider,
Why?
because it's arachnoid.
Not a fish.
Very
Because
precise.
It's not a fish.
It's not a
It's not a
fish.
fish.
It's not living in the sea, actually. Oops.
Yes.
The other are sea animals.
Mhm.
Because not all they are fish. Because yes, they are kind of fish. Now the whale is a mamma. It's not a fish.
Whale, che vabbè, però nel mare
La
sta.
balena.
La
Yes,
balena.
it's a
sempre-
sea animal, but it's not a
Yeah.
fish.
No.
Yeah.
Scared, afraid, frightened, and fear.
Fear. Yeah.
Maybe frightened because the other are something like fear.
And what about
Paura, come
frightened?
si
What
dice?
does it mean, frightened?
Boh, che ne so.
Ah, okay.
Sta.
Okay.
Però gli altri sono tutti paura, paurissimi.
Yes.
No.
So for the other, they were in the meaning, the reason. Here is a grammar reason.
Ah,
It's a grammar.
Era fear, afraid.
Sostantivo.
Fear.
Yes, Gabri.
Ray.
One is
Fear.
a noun,
Fear.
and the other one fear.
Fear.
Fear. Because the
And
other
the
are
adjective.
adjectives. So
Ah, no.
scared, afraid, frightened, they all mean the same thing.
Ok,
Fear is the noun.
ok.
I
Bravi.
have fear, I can be scared, I can be afraid of, I can be frightened. Okay, Anna.
Maths, history, come si dice?
Biology.
Biology.
Don't know much about history.
Marx
Marx.
is not
School.
materia, come si dice?
School subject.
School subject.
The other are school subjects. Yes, school subjects.
Materia, school subject.
Subjects. Yes, subjects. Okay.
Math è matematica?
Math e matematica,
Ok.
history and biology.
Sì, quello sì. chiaro.
Ok, anche se biology loro lo usano anche con i bambini piccoli come noi usiamo scienze.
Scienze.
Sì.
Non si dice science, ma si dice biology. Okay, complete now with the verb from the list in the right form. Okay, Carlo, let's start with number 1.
In Britain, most people, when they are 65,
Lucky them.
retire.
And you put in which form of the verb?
Should retire.
No, retire. Just retire. That's
Retire.
enough. Just enough. It's enough because it's a general action. So we use the present simple because we can say that generally in Britain, most people retire. So we just use the present simple. Okay, Gabri.
I fall, mi ricordo come il passato, fallen? Follow?
Is the past simple that you need?
Love
Which
for
verb
the-
do you want?
Fall.
Fell.
Fall in love sarebbe. Però
Okay,
era
but
passato.
what do you want?
Ma
The
non mi
past
ricordo.
simple or the present perfect?
The past simple.
Okay, so it's fell.
Fell. Okay. I fell in love for the first time when I was 15
Yeah, that's
years.
I fell, because here you need the past simple, the past. Okay, Myla.
Penicillin
Penicillin.
Penicillin was discovered by Alexander Fleming in 1928.
Was,
Discovered.
yes, super. Okay.
The Lord of the Rings films were on the books written by Tolkien. Were based.
Yes, were based. Mhm. Carlo?
Non vedo più, grazie. The first Apple computer was designed by Steve Wozniak.
Yes, designed by Steve Wozniak. Very good. Now write, or better, I do put here the words for the definition. Gabri.
Words for the definition. Then of the river in Australia. Ma non ho capito che devo fare. Dunque,
Yeah, you have
write
to
the
guess the
words.
word. I have to guess the word. Here we have
Nome.
the definition, and you have to guess the word. A wild animal that lives in Australia. Starting with K.
Kangaroo. A wild
Kangaroo.
Or there's another one, I think. There are two with K. Or three that lives in Australia.
Kangaroo.
Canguro con la K, canguro.
Yes,
Sì.
kangaroo is
Pure
kangaroo,
quello.
koala o kiwi.
Koala.
Ma nel senso, non avevo capito, infatti, queste sono le iniziali, ecco. Non avevo
Iniziale,
capito.
sì, sì.
Ok, kangaroo.
Kangaroo. Kangaroo. Kangaroo.
Kangaroo.
Kangaroo. Myla.
Oh, B qualcosa.
Just be.
Via e basta.
Just
B e
be.
basta.
Why do you want
B.
more? You're too complicated, dear. Just take it easy. Easy.
B.
B.
Okay. B.
I
So,
saw that there's a new serial with Rowan Atkinson, but that is not acting as Mr. Bean on Netflix, that is called Man versus Bees. And I think it's a funny series, and I want to watch it because, of course, it's very British. If it's Ron Atkinson, it's got a very good British language. So, and then it's a funny one, at least, after all horror and thriller and terrible serious. Now something lighter. Anna.
A reptile that lives in rivers in Africa and Australia.
Australia.
Non so.
Crocodile.
Yeah.
Crocodile, è vero.
Crocodile.
Dundee.
Crocodile.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah. Crocodile. Carlo.
A male cow.
Yes.
I don't know.
Bull.
Yes.
Bull.
You're very strong with animals, Gabri.
Red Bull.
You're very strong with animals, like the Red Bull. Yeah, bull.
Bull. Yes.
Bull. Yes, bull. Very afraid, Gabri.
Tiger.
No, it's not animal. It's just very afraid. So it's probably an adjective.
Adjective. I don't know.
Anybody?
Terrified.
Yes, Myla.
Terrified.
Terrified. Very afraid. And this one, Myla?
A couple usually do this before they get divorced. A couple usually do
Not
this
all of them.
before they get divorced. Separation.
Separate. Usually
Separate.
do this, so it should be a verb. So separate before they get divorced. Yes, Anna?
A school subject that includes physics, chemistry,
Chemistry,
and non riesco a dirlo.
biology.
Science.
Science, there are all the things together: physics, chemistry, and biology.
Mm.
That's why they study science at a higher grade. Carlo, 8.
Information you get from your school at the end of each term, which says how you have done. Referred.
No, referred. No.
Response.
No, it's a report. Report. Quelli che noi chiamiamo i quadri o le pagelle, no?
Ah,
Report.
Report.
Yes. Term report. E
Non si dice
ricordatevi che noi
report
diciamo
come diciamo noi.
report.
Report.
Perché quella è la televisione che ci uccide.
Sì.
E term è generico e vale per il nostro semestre, bimestre, quadrimestre. Noi ce l'abbiamo divisi a seconda di chi c'è al governo, cambia le leggi anche dell'istruzione. In inglese, per evitare questo, per essere un po' super partes, è term, che è un semestre, un periodo che può essere identificato anche da 2 settimane, quello che è. Ok, andiamo a vedere questi invece, che l'abbiamo fatti, li facciamo sempre, con il sound different. Io vi dico il sound e voi mi dite quale di questi has got a different sound. Gabri, the sound here is ear. Ear. So
okay.
which one is different?
Bear.
Brava. Bravissima. Because we have fear, near,
idea,
bear.
bear.
Very good. Lila, your beloved telephone.
Phobia, cow, show, homework. Cow?
Is cow, but this is phobia.
Ero indecisa.
Okay. I don't know if there's the sound here.
Phobia.
Phobia? No, there's not. Phobia, yes, but it's correct anyway. Bicycle. Anna.
Primary, children, spider, mite. Children.
Of course. And this is air, chair, air. Difficult, this one. Nervous. Perfect. Because he's scared. There, where, air. Nervous. Non c'è la componente dell'acqua in mezzo. Very good, bravo. Gabri. I mean, like you.
Subject.
Yes, of course. Subject, student, used, confusion. E Maila adesso invece mi legge tutte queste paroline lunghe.
Giraffe.
Giraffe. Okay.
Elephant.
Yes.
Secondary.
No.
Secondary?
No.
Secondary?
Secondary.
Secondary.
Te le faccio tutte e tu la scegli. Retire e design.
Bravissima. E c'era qualcuno che diceva, quando non sapeva, c'era un comico che diceva, che metteva sempre gli accenti alla fine, forse era la Marchesini, andrò, non so, che diceva, no, quando
Scegliete
leggeva i
voi.
nomi propri. Bravissimi. Ok, allora questo vi chiederei di farlo voi direttamente, che è un articolo, e poi c'è un reading and comprehension, per cui cercare di con true o false se nel testo sono le cose giuste. Adesso invece andiamo a vedere.
A che pagina sei?
Siamo a pagina
Pagina
83. Dicevi Carlo, scusa, ti ho perso, non ti ho sentito?
Volevo sapere che pagina era quella.
83. Pagina 83, e lo fate voi questo direttamente, true o false, mentre invece insieme andiamo ad ascoltare questi 5 signori. Vi ricordate i nostri soliti 5 signori presi per la strada, per cui con accenti molto diversi, a cui chiedono delle cose. David has had arachnophobia, agoraphobia, claustrophobia since he was a child. Now let's discover it.
Do you have a phobia?
Yes, I don't like being in confined spaces like a cave.
How long have you had it?
Since I was a child.
How does it affect your life?
I try not to go into caves or very small spaces.
Okay. So what does esopha?
Claustrophobia.
Claustrophobia. Sì.
Yes, claustrophobia. See, yeah, good.
I don't remember agoraphobia. What is?
Agoraphobia is the same thing, but for open spaces. You
Okay.
cannot stay in very open spaces. You start to get panicked. Okay. Now let's see. Johanna would like to see leopards in the wild because they have always been her favorite animals. She saw them before on a safari and loved them. They are one of the wild animals she hasn't seen yet. Let's see about Johanna.
What animal would you most like to see in the wild? For example, on a safari.
Well, I've already been on safari, so I've seen quite a few of them, but we didn't see any leopards when I went on safari, so I'd really like to see a leopard in the wild.
A, B, or C?
Sì. Giusto.
C,
Sì.
correct, because she didn't see it at the safari. Yeah, she hasn't seen yet. It's good. Now let's get into Polly. When Polly was at school, she didn't have many friends. She liked most subjects. She didn't like French or maths.
Did you like school?
Yeah, I loved school
Why?
because you learnt lots of new things and there was lots of sport to do and all your friends were at school.
What were your best and worst subjects?
Maybe languages, so I liked French, but also science and maths. And worst subject? I don't know, I liked them all.
Okay.
B.
B, yeah, she liked most subjects. So she started to make a list, and then at the end she say, I like them all. I liked them all. Let's get into Sarah Jane. And we want to know that she has been a teacher since 2006 for 6 years, for 16 years. Ah, that is puzzling.
What do you do?
I'm a teacher.
How long have you worked there?
6 years.
Sì,
B.
B.
No, 6 ha detto.
Six.
6 years.
Six. Sorry.
She must be older to get 16 years of teaching. And Justin now loves the Empire State Building because he thinks it's exactly in the right place. He loves its high and the view from the top, and it's one of the oldest skyscrapers in New York.
What's your favorite building in New York?
Probably the Empire State Building.
Why do you like it?
I like the decor, I like the design of it, and it's because it's centralized, it's just the perfect location for that kind of a skyscraper.
What do you know about it?
I know it was put together in the late 20s, and it opened in 1931, I think.
Okay, so
A.
Yes, he thinks it's exactly in the right place. Have you ever been to New York, Anna?
Yes, but I didn't see Empire State Building.
Not inside, I mean, you just saw it passing by.
Yes.
And you, Carlo, have you ever been to New York?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on top of this.
The Empire State, very windy.
Yeah.
Usually it's very windy, always. Yeah. And you, Gabri?
Yes, but
No.
No?
Never.
What do you say, Carlo?
less than the Twins. On the Twins in a windy day, it's like on a ship.
Yeah, have you been there?
Yeah.
The Twin Towers?
Yeah.
Ah, I see. So it's something historical now. And now I'm let you, do we have time? Do we have time, 5 minutes to get this short film, Marvel Wildlife?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
watch it together.
Prof, lo puoi ingrandare?
Lo vedete così?
Sì.
Ok, perfetto.
This is Marwell Wildlife in Hampshire, England. It was started in 1972, and since then, it has become one of the most
non si vede.
parks in the
Vedete.
UK.
Quando è così con la... per quello lo tenevo ridotto.
Tanto non si è ingrandato uguale, prof.
No,
sapevo
io
che
invece
si
lo
vedeva.
vedevo ingrandito, ma
No.
Allora
non è
lascialo
andato.
così che tanto è uguale.
lo lascio così. Poi comunque ricordatevi che questi, se voi mettete Marvel Wildlife e il titolo del libro, per cui English 5 3rd edition pre-intermediate, lo trovate su YouTube, se lo volete vedere, rivedere.
This is Marwell Wildlife in Hampshire, England. It was started in 1972, and since then, it has become one of the most popular wildlife parks in the UK. 500,000 people come here every year. They come to visit well-known animals like giraffes, tigers, monkeys and rhinos, as well as more exotic animals like the snow leopard, the Somali wild ass, and the ring-tailed quachi. There are reptiles like this green tree python, and birds like these flamingos. However, Marwell Wildlife is different to other wildlife parks and zoos. It's a charity dedicated to the conservation of different species of animals. Some of these species are endangered, like the Gravy zebra, with a population of just over 3,000. And some are near extinction, like the Siberian tiger, which has a population of less than 250, or the Amur leopard, with only 30 pairs of adults left in the wild. For 40 years, staff have brought animals like these to Marwell because their natural habitats, the places they live in, have been destroyed by humans and by climate change. It's a sad fact, but if these animals were left in the wild, they probably wouldn't survive. In Marwell Wildlife, they live and breed safely, and unlike many other zoos and wildlife parks, they have lots of space. However, Marwell Wildlife hasn't always been like this. It used to be smaller and used to have fewer animals. But in the last 20 years, the park has grown from 120 acres to 150 acres. It has become a more open park, where the animals have much more space. Marwell is now home to 235 different species, and in total, 1,200 animals live in the park. If it weren't for Marwell Wildlife's conservation work, many of these animals would be extinct in the wild. Sadly, though, some of them already are. This is the scimitar oryx. They are a type of antelope that used to live all over North Africa. They have always been hunted for their large horns, and now there are none left in the wild. They only live in places like Marwell Wildlife, where they are part of a breeding programme. The park hopes that if more oryxes are born, then some might be released back into the wild. They have already done this with some oryxes, which have been released in Tunisia. The oryx breeding programme has been a huge success, but there are many other strange and beautiful creatures still in danger. If places like Marwell Wildlife didn't help, many of these amazing animals would die out completely.
Okay, quite clear, isn't it? I think that your level of understanding this kind of film is quite good, is it? Do you confirm it?
Yes. But I don't remember all.
Sì, Samba dice sempre così.
You don't think
Anna
what?
sempre così.
What does she say?
I don't remember.
Che non che understand, ma non
I
si
understand.
ricorda.
Okay, exactly.
But you don't need to understand every single word. You need to understand what they
concept.
say. I mean, yeah, that is.
The concept.
I mean, I think 80% is a very good grade. Yes. I like your T-shirt, Myla. Yeah, beautiful. Professor, beautiful, very nice.
Non la vedo, parla.
Mi sono spenta, eccomi.
Ecco. Ah, ok.
Della casa. Yeah.
You know the title in English?
The paper house.
No. Money heist. Money heist.
Heist, che roba è?
Rapina.
Cos'è? Rapina.
Money heist. La rapina.
Ah, banali però,
Banali.
Banali.
Sì.
Mamma mia, sono riuscita a
vero.
distinguerli proprio, mai un guizzo d'entusiasmo.
Ho capito. British is British, darling.
Mamma mia.
I think they were Americans, they were translated because usually everything is related to the show system is coming from American language. So It could be Money Heist, that is more American than British. I don't know actually, but the translation is that one. It's nothing to do with La Casa di Carta or Carta, or, because even in the original one in Spanish is
La Casa de Papel.
De Papel.
De Papel.
Vabbè. Ok, allora, ma voi va bene sempre questo orario il lunedì prossimo, oppure preferite, oppure mando un doodle e vi chiedo
Che mandi?
altri orari? Un doodle.
Madonna, raga, è troppo tecnologica.
Così voi scegliete
Cioè,
qual è
già non ti
l'orario
seguo
preferito.
normalmente, col Covid non ti posso seguire, ancora peggio, si accresce, capito?
Vabbè. E-
Non gli sto dietro, mi pia proprio l'asma.
Ma stasera se volete anche stasera rinnovo. Questa sera alle 7 ci rivediamo.
Madonna, te sta allargata, proffa.
Tanto siete lì, cioè avete niente da
Siete
fare.
lì, cosa
Non
dovete
è
fare voi
detto,
due in basso lì? Giovanotte.
Eh,
Mangiatevi
No,
una
poveri.
cosa, tenetevi in forma, bevete, mangiate.
Io ho il monopattino.
E dove vai
fai
col
recuperi?
mare in pattino? Stai
Aria,
a casa.
a prendere aria, che non si può guarire le cose dentro casa.
Vabbè, comunque, se volete siete le benvenute alle 7.
Io ho
Con l'altro-
lezione, quindi non so se...
riesci a fare lezione online?
Sì, beh, sì.
Dai.
Tanto cantano loro.
Esatto. Devo cantare io.
Giusto. Ok ragazzi,
Va
allora
bene,
ci
dai,
ritroviamo, vi
ci
mando,
vediamo.
se va bene, ci vediamo sempre alla solita ora, così non stiamo a
Tanto
fare
il link è un altro,
confusione.
no?
No, è sempre lo stesso il link.
Il link è sempre questo?
Ah, quello di stasera
No,
alle 7
stasera è
sì, è un
diverso.
altro.
No.
Te lo mando.
Vedi, la secchiona. Vedi come risponde.
Io
Te
ci
lo
sono
mando.
sempre.
Bye bye.
Ciao,
Ciao.
Ciao ragazzi,
state bene,
bye,
prendetevi.
bye, see you.
Ciao.
Chi ci
Yeah.
ammazza, chi ci
Ciao.
ammazza.